to it. And thank you to our Director Rante, for spearheading it with the leadership of our president and our VP Carriaga. So they have managed to seal a deal that every UMAC students and faculty can access the Wolfram Mathematica until December. So make use of this software. At the end of the day, it will significantly contribute in your teaching, research, training your students in math, physics, everything. Okay. In psychology, in nursing, you could use this one. So it's after if you will use technology. At the end of the day, you'll be left behind if you're not using AI tools, especially if you're an academic or researcher. Okay. So for you to want to get access of this Wolfram, just go to wolfram.com site info and you just type in your institutional address. How many are from UMAC here? Please thumbs up. It's very expensive to attend this kind of training. Just take this opportunity. Uh, so it's very expensive, to be honest. So basically, we're the sole distributor of Wolfram Mathematica in the Philippines. My company also is the sole distributor of NBIBO and other softwares. So if you wanted to download our softwares, uh, our brochures, please go to our company website and you can download the brochures. We're not giving any more printed brochures to support our environment. We're growing 100% green economy. Sorry, green corporation. So please go to our website in the chat box and download all brochures that you will need. So you could see lists of our academic brochures in our website and download the brochure to our website, the e-copy of our brochures. Engineers uses this one, so we have engineers here. So even in every field, because use this Mathematica, we do computational analysis. So basically, this is Wolfram Mathematica. So we did some training in UP about Wolfram. So remember, guys, if you're a student from UMAC and you have the same access to AI tools like in UP and Las and Ateneo, or if you have access in UMAC and then you're not using it, and then those students from other universities are using it, so we'll be left behind. So let's go to Wolfram Mathematica. I'll show you how it works. So any questions from our introductory? Can you see my Wolfram Mathematica here? Not yet. So I'm just gonna stop sharing. So just so if you have downloaded the software, you could see this one. Can you see this one, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Let's start the training workshop. Okay. You know what? It's quite easy. My field is not engineering or mathematics. My field is in social welfare, social work. I'm a social worker by profession. So it means if a social worker or a non-engineer or mathematics core students can use this software, what more as a mathematics students or chemistry or chemist or engineering student. Okay. So step one, you just put in new notebook, for example. If you wanted to do your analysis, so it's new notebook. So step two, you could see this prompt, the default one here. So my version is 13.2. So how many of you have downloaded the software? Please thumbs up. How many have downloaded the software? May nag-thumbs up ba? Wala yata nag-download, Sir Mark.
Meron
any,
po.
okay, how many of you please thumbs up? I see Sir Jerome Gutierrez. Thank you, Sir Jerome. Who else? Is Sir Jerome lang? Okay, si Sir Jerome lang yung nag-download ng software. So Sir Jerome, can you put in the new notebook here? Any more na who have downloaded the software? Wala, next time mo may bayad na to. Sige. So this is the software. Can you see the software? This is the opening of the software. So it's just untitled. I haven't. For example, I'll be typing step by step basic concepts of the software. For example, the title is step one, you format the cell. Step two is the title. Click the title. For example, I'll do a hands-on. We'll do a hands-on. We'll do a hands-on start. So what did I've done? I just put in format and then style and then title. And afterward, I'll do a section. Okay. So before a hands-on here, you could do your. So how many of you have access? Please open your Mathematica. So we'll do a hands-on start to Mathematica. So you could do this one. And then the first one is we'll do a basic input, how to do a basic input in Mathematica. So I'll do a section. So I'll type in the basic input. And now let's start for the basic input. Okay. So the basic input in Mathematica is this one. It's quite easy and directed. For example, I wanted to compute 627 divided by 6277 divided by 77. And then I'll click shift input enter and it will analyze for you the output. Okay. If you wanted to get the numerical approximation, so you just compute this, show all digits. Okay. If you wanted to compute again, just input 627, for example, divided by 3, shift enter, and it will provide you with the exact answer. The first one is it provides you with the numerical approximation for the basic output. Okay. Another thing is if you wanted to do an analysis, for example, of 6 to 8 divided by 3 shift input, so it provides you with the output. And if you wanted to get the numerical approximation, numerical value, just click this one. And it will provide you with that one. So basically, it's quite easy to do the basic input. Just put in the mathematical analysis you will need, and the software will provide it for you. Questions about our basic input? So you could try it down, and it could also provide the numerical approximation. Next is we'll go to a free input, for example. Okay, so we'll format, style again. So section, I'll do a pre-input, pre-form input naman. And then if you'll see yung cursor niya, yung mouse niya, pag nakita niyo naka-vertical na siya, pwede niyo i-click sa baba. Okay. And then you do the pre-form input. How to do the pre-form input? Okay. It's just like going straight forward on what you wanted to compute using the Wolfram Mathematica. And firstly, you need to have the equal sign every now and then if you do pre-form input. The equal signs is the here. Can you see this one, the equal sign? Okay. After doing the equal sign, you wanted to compute something. For example, I wanted to have a graph of graph sine x divided by x and then shift enter. So that will be the graph of it. So sine x divided by x. So everything will be given by the software. So if you wanted to see this is a plot sine x. So it plotted everything. So you just copy and paste it in your research, in your lecture. So for faculty here of mathematics, who are the faculty here of mathematics and chemistry and physics and engineering? You could do this one. You could have a notebook and uh, have it make it it's interactive. What I mean, and then you could show it to your class while teaching mathematics, algebra. So you have the level cell, you have the frame, so everything is here. Okay. Next is I wanted to look into the PI to 100 digits. To 1,000 digits. It's difficult to do it manually, to be honest. It's beyond my power, my human intellectual power to compute this one and give it to you the output in just a second. So in a fraction of a second, we could compute with the PI to 1,000 digits. Okay. And if you wanted to know the integral part, it's here. Okay. And if you wanted to change it, let's make it 100 rather than 1,000. And then click the enter key and it provides you with the 100. Okay. Click enter. Or if you wanted to try it again with the 100, equal sign, PI to 100 digits. Make sure your spelling is correct. Before I hate math, now I love math. Everything is here. So it compute everything. So, okay, any questions? So another one for the basic input. Equal sign, okay? I wanted to solve two x. So just a direct language, solve 2x minus 7 equals 0, and 4x minus 2y equals 0 for x and y. So you could make it use of it in terms of doing your validating your answers, like doing exams. So everything is here, chef. And that's the analysis. So it provides you with the output, how to solve it. Assuming a list is disapproves, use a two-dimensional array of a list listed. So if you wanted to change it to make sure you have no wrong spelling, or let's try this one. So 2x, x plus 1. So this is the findings. Okay. Or if you wanted to copy it and make another finding, copy, paste mo lang ulit, and then you put in the mathematical analysis and solving the problem. Paste and run it again. Okay. Solve 2x minus 7 equals 0, and 3x, for example, minus 2y equals 0 for x and y, and shift enter. So this is the analysis of the software. Okay. So if you wanted to do integral analysis, so again, you go again, another equal sign, type in integral. Integral of 1 divided by, you used this one, parenthesis, and then x square root of, so it should be x square root of 3 plus 1. So let's see how the software will compute the integral analysis. So this is the computation. So while teaching math, you could use this software. So it will provide you with anything. You're just going to explain to your students, or even your research, how did you come up with this analysis or findings. Okay, and copy paste. And it's very interactive. You could compute everything here. For example, for those who are from the nursing, chemistry, physics department here, please thumbs up. Wala ba tayo nasa field ng chemistry, physics, nursing, psychology. So let's see, or medicine. nursing. So for example, I'll do I want a molecule, okay? I'll do a picture of caffeine. We love caffeine in CUK. So if you go to our office and visit our directorante and our staff, we love caffeine in the office. So if you wanted to get the molecule, picture of caffeine molecule, so it's here and tada. So the software is very interactive and the back end is in our server. So it's 3D. So you could copy paste it in your exams and everything and when you're doing your lecture about molecule. So you could change the background, make it white, make it black, any kind of a viewpoint above, or add bounding box or more. So you could play with it. Okay. Another one is tayo lang, para naglalaro ka lang. But you're learning a lot here. And it's quite interesting. And then, so you could play with it. It's 3D. It's 3D. And then let's go to, you know the basic input, and let's go to Wolfram language input. Okay, so what did I've done? Format, style. Again, another section. My topic is about Wolfram language input. Where you have the software, for example, in the Wolfram language input, I wanted to do a plot. Okay, I'll go straight. I'll use capital letter, plot. Okay, 2x. So bracket, start with the bracket, and then you put in the computation 2x minus 7, and then comma, curly braces. For the analysis, x, again, another x is negative 10, comma, 10, curly braces here, and bracket. So for those mathematicians who are here, let's see if you could analyze at this one into a plot. So with that, just shift and enter. It provides you with the output for the plot of this 2x minus 7, x negative 10, and 10. I think Sir Mark is quite interested, and this is his field, right, Sir Mark? So you could do the plotting here and everything. So for those nursing, for those engineering students, mathematicians, and chemists, especially for if you're in the College of Education, Engineering, Science, and everything is here. So again, this is how to do the plot. So just copy paste, and you could have a team here. So amazing a team here. It could be automatic. It could be a business team. So you have a frame. So labels, you could do labeling here. It's up to you. It's up to your imagination and intellectual how do you call it, your, how do you call it, your, uh, uh, intellectual, how do you call it, your, 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 uh, intellectual intellectual needs in the scientific computing or interest. Okay, again is after doing a plot, if you wanted to reverse the plot, for example, this one, square root of 2, I'll put it another analysis. And then enter again. Two x squared of 2 minus 7. And then you wanted to analyze it again, shift. And the plot changes to square root of 2. So our engineers here and mathematicians, any comments? Maria in COS is from College of Science. We have engineers from Engineer Lulu. Any comment from CCSE? CCSE is from where, Mark? Sorry.
Dito po, Yuma.
Oh, yeah. So everything is here. So please do access the software. At the end of the day, it depends on you if you wanted to have an access on it. If there's no need for it, I think let's have UP Ateneo and LaSalle students and academics dictate us on this one. We're just gonna be off while they're doing the analysis using the software. And for us, we're just gonna analyze the computation analysis manually if we're not into it or we're not using it. What we have. We're talking about AI. At the end of the day, ChatGPT uses Wolfram Mathematica in their computational analysis because ChatGPT is an LLM model. And then Wolfram software is just one click from you, and we're not optimizing its use. So it's quite, for me, it will be a disadvantage for us, especially for students. If LaSalle, Ateneo, and UP students uses it, and then we're still doing the manual analysis. So here, another thing is after doing the plot, is this is the input. So you see how it's analyzed. For example, I wanted to do a plot 3D. It do 3D. Okay. Bracket. Sin. And then another bracket, x multiplied by y. Comma. Curly braces. X, comma, negative 3. And then curly braces, and then comma, another curly braces, and y equals, and then negative 3, comma 3. So let's see if it will work. It's gonna take this one, and sin x multiplied by y is x negative 3 and y negative 3. So let's see. This is my computational analysis, and shift enter. So hindi pala dapat siyang curly braces. So it's not working. If you see the red, it's bit you have inputted a wrong analysis. So just change it to bracket. And bracket again, and let's see if it works. Sin multiplied by y, x negative 3 and 3, y. I'll do the shift enter. So this is the 3D representation. So you could work on it at the end of the day. You could the back end is very powerful. It's from our survey, so it's moving. Okay, so if you want to change the theme, and you could do more from this one, the flat style and everything. So while discussing, you could do it in your class. So it's interactive. It's a notebook. Okay, so it's really amazing to be honest. I'm not I'm not good in math, but when I learned how to use this Wolfram Mathematica, I began to love math. To be honest, begin to love math. So, for example, I wanted to do more in this analysis table. I want to do a plot, least plot. Okay, where is it? The least plot is here. Okay, I'll do a table. I'm just using i5. My laptop is i5. It's quite old already. So I'm just telling you that you could use it's just around 9 to 10 gigabytes. So bracket I over 3 equals curly braces I 0 I 10. So you have curly braces and I will just gonna suppress it. I don't want to show the table. I just click this semicolon, but I just wanted to show the plot, least plot, and then bracket the percentages and the analysis. So it provides you with a least plot. So nakasuppress yung table because nag-semicolon ako. If you wanted to show it, just tanggalin mo yung semicolon and shift enter, and it will provide you with the output, least table. I mean, amazing. So basically, I'm really amazed with this software. So when I only knew this one will be coming, I was, I'll siguro nag-engineer ako. Okay. So basically, it's here. So if you teach your students how to use this one, it will be a significant advantage for them. Especially UMAC has software until December. I don't know if they will renew it. It depends on the management. Uh, and then is another thing is you do the list plot here, and let's do another computation, for example. I wanted to do a mathematical analysis. Again, another mathematical analysis. That one equals to curly braces, another curly braces with analysis. 1, comma, 3, comma, -2, curly braces, comma, curly braces, 2, comma, 5, comma, 0, comma, curly braces, -3, -5, 7, and curly braces. So -5, -3. So it's gonna change it. And curly braces, B5. Now it's 5 only. So if you'll see if there's a blue one, there's something wrong with your analysis. So, and we'll do we'll do suppress here, and you're gonna wanted to know the output for this one. DET detect, and then bracket. I want the math one analysis and bracket. Now let's see if it worked. Or mathematics and engineer here. Hit enter. It's not working here. Why? Because there should be curly braces, not bracket. It's 17. Okay. So imagine this highly mathematical computation that will be difficult for you to compute. The software can compute it in just one click, and then you just change the tanggalin yung suppress because I wanted to show how it works. Shift, enter, and the output is this one. Questions? So that's how you call the Wolfram language input, and you could do a lot of things from this one. Okay. Next is applying what we've learned from this one. Okay. So cell, format, style, section. So how to applying what we've learned. So it's just introductory orientation. You could do a lot of things with this one. So let's see how you could work on this one. So another thing is always make sure that always remember that in Wolfram Mathematica, always remember the capital letters, right? Always the function arguments is on bracket. Okay. And then function arguments is represented by bracket. And then always do the shift enter if you wanted to analyze the mathematical computation that you wanted to analyze. And the least plot or range is equivalent to curly braces. Okay, that's it. And then this always remember that when I applied the Wolfram output or language, I start with the capital letter, the plot 3D. So that's a Wolfram input language. The function arguments, it's represented by brackets. Okay. The range is represented by curly braces. And if you wanted to analyze your mathematical problem, you just do the shift enter after you put in all the computations that you have. Okay, and then how to apply what you learn. So let's see. Questions from our panel, from our participants? Any questions, Mark, from the chat box that we have? So let's go.
So far, sir, wala pa pong question.
Okay, hopefully you have downloaded the software because I've been doing step by step. So this is just the basic concepts on doing it. Okay. So for example, you want an interactive model. Okay. So I'll start with equal sign. I'll do a plot sine x where x, this is plain English, right? Goes from 0 to 6, pi with a y axis from -4 to 4. Basically here I'm lost in translation already. I don't know how to explain this one. I think our engineers, mathematicians here can explain it. So I'm just gonna try this one, this analysis. So I'll do a plot, I'll do an interactive model, and then I'll do a shift enter. Hopefully it works. So this is the plot sign, but it's 6 degree. So basically, if we wanted to sin x na lang siya rather than uh, plus 6 sin, so this one. So this is the analysis of that one. But I wanted to have it another one. So if you wanted to do it, just copy the mathematical analysis, copy, and then put in the mathematical analysis you wanted to do, where x goes from 0 to 6, pi with 4, and then I click shift enter. So it's the interactive model that we have. Okay. So change the frame. So the software provides everything for you. Okay. So if you wanted to manipulate this one, you just type in here manipulate. Wanted to manipulate the plot, and then bracket, and then plot, another bracket after the plot, and then you do sine, and then I wanted to do a frequency analysis. I'll do a bracket again, frequency, and multiply by x. And then let's see how it works. So I'm just gonna copy this one, for example, this table, this mathematical analysis. It's not working. So if you wanted to manipulate this one, I just hit enter. Okay. Input. So that's the input, and this is the output of this one for your analysis. Okay. And this is the mathematical representation for this one. For example, I wanted to manipulate the data itself. I'll put it in a mathematical analysis. Also start with equal sign. I'll type manipulate. Always start with the big capital letter. Manipulate. And then we have the bracket. I want to have a plot sign. Another bracket. Sine frequency. Another bracket. So you type in frequency here. Multiply by 6. And after that, you do a bracket here after 6 and then analyze it again with comma, curly braces, x, comma, 0, comma, 6. Then multiply by pi. And then curly braces again, comma, plot range. Okay. And 4 curly braces. It's -4. Comma 4 curly braces again after 4. And then comma curly braces, and I'll do a frequency again of 1 and 5, and curly braces and bracket. So I want to manipulate plot sine frequency multiplied by 6x equivalent to 0, 6 multiplied by pi plot range 4, -4, and frequency of 1 over 5. Let's see. So it's running, so it hopefully it works. Any questions from our panel? No interpretation available. Oh, I forgot the plot sign, manipulate, plot, sign, frequency. Oh, not 6, but X. Wrong interpretation. And then shift enter. I think it's wrong. Anything wrong with my analysis to our mathematicians here? X equals 0 equals 6 pi. Then I'll do a plot range. Frequency 1 over 5. Yes, may comment ba?
Sir, may question po.
Yeah, anong questions natin? Mali
In
ba yung
which part
computer?
of in which part of the research can we apply these computations daw po?
If you're doing mathematical research, if you're doing physics, if you're doing chemistry, physics, mathematics, and engineering concepts. So you could use this Wolfram Mathematica. Okay. So if you see the functions, it's here. Any questions from our panel or our participants?
Sir, I have received anonymous question po. Perhaps siguro sa student po.
Yes, yes.
Um, what's the difference po of Wolfram Mathematica compare po dun sa Excel? Excel siguro, sir.
Yeah,
Microsoft
yeah.
Excel.
Yeah, Excel can only do such very limited analysis. You could do descriptives, you could do
Mhm.
descriptive in Excel and some more. But this one is highly mathematical computation.
Alright.
So this computation cannot be done in Excel. It's scientific computing.
Mhm.
Okay, flat range, and then what else? For example, I'll do another computation is here. Equal sign, so always do the equal sign if you wanted to do the computation. So it's not working. And
Sir, sa flat scene, baka walang ano, baka nung ng bracket.
yeah. Yes, I think I need to check my mathematical computations. If you're not sure or not your mathematical computation is not correct, it will not function. It will not provide you with the analysis. So I'm just checking it. So whether I have done the right thing in my computation. Manipulate plot sign, frequency, plot range, frequency, uh, frequency 1 equals 5, curly braces, bracket. So I'm just gonna double check everything. Frequency multiplied by x, curly braces. So the plot sign is okay. So let's check it again. But I'll get back to you here. So if you wanted to manipulate it, it's quite interactive. So everything is here. I think I gave a wrong analysis. This is the plot range, right? So this is, you're just gonna do manipulate here. Sorry. Yep. So this is the plot range, right? For this one, you just type in manipulate here. The place cell with this input. Yun lang po ah. This is the plot. Check. So plot sign x, x plus here. So this is the result, this one. And then the next one is, for example, if you wanted to ask them with a direct answer or question, you asked for economics, accounting here, for example, what is the poverty gap of the Philippines compared to Indonesia? So it's meant to do a high level analysis. and then step in. So this is the poverty gap of the Philippines compared to Indonesia. Okay. So 5.1 and 18.1% on the national level. Incidence, if you wanted to see the poverty incidence. So if you wanted to ask from Indonesia, so you see the poverty gap, the national level. So if you wanted to look into the poverty gap of the Philippines compared to, for example, Vietnam, you just type in uh, what is the poverty gap of the Philippines compared to Vietnam. So I'm just gonna make sure that you have the equal sign here. So we just do the fifth enter. So it's just running. So it will provide you with the gap here. So you could have compare, analyze, qualitative, even qualitative advert. Okay, let's try the compare one. I have this called my dynamic analysis. So let's see. So if you wanted to compute it again, you just here. So if you will see nag-blink na siya, then we just type in, paste it, and shift again. So this is the 5.1 and 4.5 total. So there's a dynamic way of doing this one. So we could do that dynamic way. So if you wanted to save your work, you just click and save, and you could put in the save aspect here. Okay, so what else is you could use this Wolfram in, if we have engineers here, if we have uh, mathematicians, and you could also do visualizations here. So you could ask direct questions. You could manipulate the data here. And for example, I'm just going to open this one. Let's see whether it's working here. So this is another notebook that I have. So this is just a review. So for example, this one, applying what we've learned. If you do the manipulate here, this is the sample. Okay. And if we do the same cost sign here, let's see. I'm just gonna copy this analysis and run it again here. So if you wanted to analyze this one, sample manipulate, with this formatting notebook contents, so it will manipulate everything. So for example, if you wanted to type in what is the poverty gap of the Philippines and What is the poverty of Philippines compared to Indonesia? It will provide you with a poverty fraction of both countries at the national poverty level. So you see the estimates at 16.7 in the Philippines and 9.8 in Indonesia. It will also provide you with the poverty fraction history from 2000 until 2015. Okay, you could do the log scale, everything you do. And you have a poverty fraction of $1 at 25 a day, and 3% of the population, 3.5, rank 89, rank 92. So poverty fraction, national poverty rate. So you see the ranking 46th, okay, 17, rural poverty and urban poverty rate. So this, if you do the analysis, the input of sin x, to provide you, and you could also do the plot 3D here. For our 3D design here, if you do this input, this one, copy, and paste it, and shift enter. So basically, that's how powerful is the software here. So, so you could do the manipulate here. I just copy this one. Enter, and you do the manipulate here. So it's interactive. So we have the backend running it. So if you wanted to change the field here, okay, or so it change the analysis. If you wanted to plot 3D here, copy paste and just shift the enter. Not working at the right side. See the plot 3D here that I have is here. So you have the dynamic module here. So if you wanted to manipulate here, just copy paste and it will run it for you and ship them. So it's interactive. So the changes, so our backend, the software analyze it, our backend. So that's how powerful it is. If you want the cosine, the tangent. I think that's the basic functions of the software. It's already an hour and a half, or almost 2 hours, right? We start at 1:30, or almost 1.5 hours. So I think let's open the floor for any question marks. So it's interactive, amazing software. So it's working. Guys, thank you for coming. So it's, yeah, Mark, any questions? I think we exceeded the 1 hour lecture.
Yes po. And this is recorded naman, so we can perhaps send the recordings po to our attendees so that in the future they can have a reference po.
Yes, that's a world. My first language is Wolfram language. So imagine you could do everything in Wolfram. You could do the visualization. If you're an engineer, how many engineers here are here? Do we have here? How many engineers? So if you could use this Wolfram, how many are teaching mathematics here? Physics, chemistry, even even psychology, nursing, uh, even arts major, social sciences can use this one. I've inputted what is the poverty of Philippines compared to Vietnam. It provides you with the graph, with the poverty level, with the rural urban poverty. So that's how like comprehensive it provides you with the analysis. So it also provides you with the visualizations with the 3D. So you could copy paste it if you have a 3D printing, just put it there. So there's a lot of functions that you could do with this Wolfram Mathematica. I'm just showing you the tip of the iceberg. So it's just around less than 5% of the functions of Wolfram. Okay. Yes. Mark, any questions? So we could.
Wala naman, sir. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
everyone, I've already sent the evaluation link po. Please ensure to accomplish it so you can receive your certificate. And if you don't have any questions, or if you have any questions for related sa Wolfram Mathematica, you can shoot us an email, research@umap.edu.ph. And I got a concern po from one of the participants. She was unable to, she was unable to download to sir yung trial pack kasi wala po nare-receive na code, verification code. So I asked him if she typed in the email address correctly. But when I tried to do it, I got a confirmation code naman, and I was able to download it. So for those who have difficulties for downloading the trial pack, you can send us an email so we can walk you through or perhaps guide you through the process of installing it to your computer.
Yeah, if they have
So
the email ID, or if you're from UP Ateneo Lasal, they have a campus-wide license of this software. We'll just use that, no? Just your official email ad. Yeah,
yes po, it should be the UMAC email address.
yeah. I just would like to acknowledge our president, our VP, and Director Rante for making sure that our UMAC academics and students will have a campus-wide access of Wolfram Mathematica. But very sad to say that it will end this December. So it's up to you whether you wanted to have it or let other university uses it.
All
So
right.
it's how about
Thank you, sir. And on behalf of our research director po, Director Florante de los Santos, we would like to thank everyone for attending this session. He's in a meeting po kasi. So he just want to extend um, his appreciation for attending this lecture. Okay. And
Yeah,
sir, I'll just
can we have a photo,
send you the
Sir Mark?
screenshot po.
Can we have a photo with the participants?
Yes po. There. If you can turn on your cameras po, I will have a photo ops. Okay, smile. Okay. Next. Camera on, please. All right, there you go. One more. Okay. Thank you, everyone, for joining the lecture. Sir Nick, thank you so much for your time and for your inputs as well. And please don't forget to accomplish your evaluation form po. Thank you. Bye for now.